Oh, hey everybody, welcome back to Mathis Plays Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Those Brimstone Polyphemus, pretty bad run, though I lost. That was unnecessary, I'm sorry, Mathis. I got lost in the improv, and I decided to go for it. Still, who loves you, baby? AWRX RD9P, great damage, good rate of fire, good speed. HP sucks, but a great spacebar item. And Blood Clot combined with... Is it Blood of the Martyr? I always forget. This is the item that is not named as it actually looks. This is a great run with, well, a great start to a run at least, with one caveat. And that caveat is that nobody knows... Ooh, Butterbean. By the way, people have been... Well, I'll finish the first thought first. And the first thought was, it's a great run except for the fact that we're low on HP. If we can just get even like enough HP to survive the first devil deal, which is basically that right there if we don't get hit, then life is extremely good for us, I would have to imagine. People have been taking issue, not like offensively or anything, but they've been like, NL, you're not giving Wait What it's credit, like the credit it deserves. And they made a compelling case, and I'm gonna make that case to you now, because it's in the interest of fairness, basically. Wait What might not be that offensively good, although it's okay, admittedly, but it does give you unlimited bombs, and that has to be worth something. And I do agree with that, actually. I've been thinking of it solely as almost like a, you know, how does this compare to Shoop the Whoop sort of deal? Jesus Christ. And that might not be a fair comparison, because Shoop the Whoop is just an exceptional item in its own right. I can't believe we haven't been hit here, honestly. Whereas Wait What charges faster, but is more maybe of a utility item. Maybe it's like unlimited bombs while you're holding it. And if you find something better, then by all means, roll with something better. Straight up, that room could have killed us if we didn't have this incredible start that we've got going right now. So lucky us, as far as I'm concerned. Which is kind of ironic, because we actually have negative 0.4 luck, repeating, of course. Either way, we don't need DPS, so picking up one HP upgrade early is actually quite nice. I think that that's going to finance, hopefully, a good deal with the devil, and we're going to be basically sitting pretty as a result of the, you know, wonderful bounty that we've received early on this run. I mean, this is like a really, really, like 8 out of 10 start. It might even be like a 9 out of 10 start. Strictly looking at, like, the probabilities or the distribution of starts like this. Like, we've got all of our stats were handled except for HP, which was not even that bad. We rolled like a 2 out of 6 on HP. And you might say, you know, why don't you reduce that fraction? Well, it's because I'm talking in terms of a standard D6, not in terms of, like, you know, the most simplified fraction that I could possibly muster. You so-and-so. I love this shop, dude! It's showing up non-stop. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way here. You get some money. The money gives you luck. You usually get a sack. In fact, you might get a sack every time. We got a 3-cent key. Let's go fight the boss first, because we can just hit the space bar and, you know, pretty much destroy it no matter what it is. And then hope we don't fight Krampus, although we would be guaranteed lump of coal, I think. Take Magic Scamp, get Necronomicon for precedent, and then move along here. People are still, you know what? I think we're ready to go, actually. No, wait, we haven't been to the item room, you dummy. People are still telling me that I speak in too stilted of phrasing. Quite frankly, okay, that's just going to get annoying, so I apologize. I was going to say in advance, but the damage is already done. They're still telling me, you got to try these angel rooms. Why would you take precedent in a situation in which, you know, the devil item sort of sucked? What's the point of... What's the point of taking precedent in a situation like that? Well, I think the point of taking precedent in a situation like that is that, at least to my, you know, sensibilities, the deal with the devil has a history of being substantially more... We must have gotten a dime or something there. Of being substantially more useful than a deal with the angel. There are some great deal with the angel items. Do not get it twisted, son. There's a half black heart there. However, there's also I think, oh my god, it's so good. Piercing shots and a speed upgrade. There's also a much higher probability of getting a room that gives you 3 Spirit Hearts, 2 Eternal Hearts, or there are rooms, I think, on the Angel Room that give you chests. We will take PhD and then probably the 3-cent key. PhD and the 3-cent key. This is stupidly good. You know, we started with great stats, and we've just continued to kind of, like, you know, ball out of control in terms of what we got going on here. Either way, what was I going to say? I stand by the idea that if you have HP to burn, it's worth throwing some away for Deal with the Devil precedent. And, you know, our results to some extent speak for themselves, but I'll accept that just because... I mean, I think I understand more than the average person that just because things go right doesn't mean that you made 100% right decisions over the course of that. However, I think that the Angel Rooms are just too valuable. But I will say that... Or sorry, Devil Rooms are just too valuable. But I will say that Angel Rooms have gotten better. You know, there's been a few items added that are improvements, like the sensor, for example. Now I'm trying to remember if they're from Afterbirth Plus or Anti-Birth, but not just the sensor. What's Purifying Light though? That's from Anti-Birth. Yeah, well, I mean, if anything, I should do more Angel runs, I guess, just so I can internalize what items are from what pool in actuality. We've been making some good dodges down here. I'm just shooting that guy to get him killed before this guy can pop up. And then this guy will be quick to follow. Sick. We probably do want to do that room, but we can afford to wait on it a little bit. Taking a little bit more damage than I'd like to have taken at this point in the game, but certainly I would say we're not in any danger of getting ourselves in trouble here. In Tech Point 5, honestly, like, I'm revealing the backlog at this point. This is a big industry no-no, but we just did the February 18th daily. I'm basically, again, I mean, I feels like a couple times a year I have to go. Well, I don't have to, but I feel like I need to go on this tangent. But the backlog in a game like Isaac that's evergreen, you know, it's constantly giving you new stuff to do, is a good thing. Because it means that there's never a day without content. You know, it occasionally does mean that, you know, feedback you gave me 4 episodes ago doesn't get implemented immediately because of the fact that, you know, that would require traveling backwards through time, which would be pretty dope, but sadly does not yet exist, or may never, because wouldn't we have seen a time traveler by now if it's oh no, I've gone cross-eyed. Either way, you know, PAX is coming up, so I gotta stack up Isaac episodes, so there's no Isaac episodes missed while I'm gone, you know? It's not like I'm making a television program, at least not one on the levels of, you know, Breaking Bad or something like that, but it's like, you know, we don't like Jesse's new girlfriend. And then the next, you tweeted AMC, and then the next week she's still in the episode. You go, what are you doing? Why is Jesse's new girlfriend still in this episode? I don't like her. I think she's a bad influence. You know, you gotta let the content breathe. Bryan Cranston's out shooting Godzilla. Jesse Pinkman's out shooting Need for Speed. You gotta give them some time to pursue other projects, lest they just be, you know, typecast. You know what? I did not mean to buy that, but it is not the worst thing in the world that we did. We're gonna go do our boss trap, or mob trap room here. I think we should just get all the chests available first before we start cracking into them. So we got that one, which is not that good. This one was even worse. This one is amazing and makes it all worthwhile, and that one is also great. Yeah, this is like, you know, this is your happy birthday run. It's not my birthday, but presumably, you know, if 10,000 people are watching these episodes, which is not the right number, but it is good for math at least. If 10,000 people are watching these episodes, it's going to be roughly like 40 people's birthdays today. Let me... It's gonna like do the math live on camera. That's why people watch Northernlion, is when he busts out the Windows calculator. I'll give you the shorthand. If 10,000 people are watching the episodes and everybody has an equal distribution of days that they could be born on, there's roughly 400 days in a year. I know there's 365 days in a year, but you know, for a back of the napkin calculation, 400 works better than 300. I guess you could do 400 and then 300 and then meet in the middle, and that would be even better. But come on, we're getting to the point where, you know, it's a little too much. So then multiply that by like 7 or 8, and you know, we probably got like 300 people or something watching this who are, let's just pick up the penny for now, who are having a birthday. So happy birthday to, you know, roughly 300 of you, hopefully. This is the run for you today. For my birthday present, can you not pick up Mom's knife? Look, don't be so selfish, okay? I'm gonna pick up what needs to be picked up to make this run happen. Curved Horn is dope. It's, like, better than the vast majority of items in the game. In fact, I think trinkets get a bad rap. I was following, there was, like, a thread on R Games. So the semi-serious subreddit about video games, and it was about Afterbirth Plus. Obviously, Afterbirth Plus has had some divisiveness with its release. I think that's certainly fair to say, and I don't necessarily disagree. Like, every time I fail to walk into a void portal, I feel your pain. However, people were saying, like, I got out of the game when Afterbirth came out. I just found that trinkets didn't add too much to the game. Yo, you're missing out. Trinkets are extremely, like, not just valuable in some situations, but they can really add a lot of customizability to a run. Trinkets, I think, were a great design choice. I really thought that that was going to give me a key piece, and then I was going to use the key piece as a Perthrow pedestal, but, like, of all the things that you can be sort of cynical about, you know, an Isaac DLC, and I will say I'm probably less cynical than most, and, you know, you're not wrong to say that part of the reason is because when new Isaac content comes out, a lot of people like to watch my stuff. So for me, it's like, what's in the game is secondary to the fact that there's new stuff to discover live on video that people are going to find exciting. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, sure, yeah. I mean, like, it's pretty darn good. I mean, come on, like, it's pretty solid here. Like, we're absolutely going to pick it up. I mean, of course, how could I not, you know, get a little freaking guppy item in there as well. So we're going to respawn as Dark Judas. And it's the second time in as many runs that we've respawned as Dark Judas, at least on the non-daily runs here. But yeah, I think trinkets are like one of the things you should not hold against the game at all. That was a non-trivial upgrade, at least in my opinion. Now, are maybe a third to half the trinkets functionally worthless? Yeah, but that's the same with the items in Isaac. You know, at least up to a certain point, you know. Half of the items are effectively, like, they might as well not exist. Like, how many range upgrades do you need? I'm way saltier about the fact that there's, like, 9 range upgrades than I am about the fact that there's, you know, trinkets in the game. Okay, well, apparently Curse of the Maze has manifested itself in an enormous fashion here. Excuse me. We're gonna go to our item room here, but oh, I mean, it's turning out really well, dude. Maybe 0.82 damage isn't the kind of upgrade you write home about, but it's pretty flippin' good. This obviously, short of a really nasty, and it could happen pretty quick, actually. If we're gonna lose, it's probably gonna happen within the next floor, or not at all, is my expectation. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Spirit Hearts or more guppy items, please. But, yeah, this run is a win unless we, like, royally... Oh my god, we have PhD, too. This run is a win unless we royally fuck up. And pretty much the only way that happens is by not getting Spirit Hearts and then taking damage quickly. So, Verp uses the last pill that we use, so it's a Tears upgrade. So that... And we got a luck upgrade out of it as well. You know, we're getting ridiculous... Oh my god, there was another red chest back there, wasn't there, that I didn't open? It's a ridiculously strong run right now, and it's almost comical how, like, in pretty much every situation, we're getting the optimum roll that you could possibly expect. Verp gives us another Tears upgrade. Yeah, so we've got, like, a really great rate of fire. We're gonna blow this guy up. We're gonna blow this guy up. We're gonna blow this guy up. You know what? I've decided, let's make it the Holy Quadrilogy. Quadrinity? I don't know. Either way, we are, you know, seeking Spirit Hearts. That's no joke. I think we just improved our rate of fire by, like, a third, which is extremely, nerd voice. No, extremely, I have, no conceptualization of how much that's going to help us with Brimstone, where most enemies are dying in one hit regardless, but hey, more power to us, I guess. Let's, you know what? I'm gonna even do my due diligence here and look for a second secret room. Fair play. So all I want to do is, bang, 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 and a cash register sound and take your money. I need a Spirit Heart to do that, though. So just like one Spirit Heart would make me feel so much better. Because there are some situations here, like, if I find myself taking damage against a champion, then we're one hit away from death. You know, being that close to the other side can make you go a little squirrely. You know, you panic, you take damage you wouldn't have otherwise taken. There is, I mean, it's probably like not a high percentage right now, but it's another tiers upgrade, dude. There is a chance that something like that could happen. Oh, we shouldn't have even used bad gas because we had the great, okay, see? A good example of what not to do. We had the Verp pill templated. Or sorry, we had the Tears Up pill templated for future Verps. It's a very strange sentence to say. Like, enemies with beams are also a problem for us. Runebag is great, though. Algiz and Dagaz are going to be the big ones for now, but obviously we want, like, a Yera rune for the future, if possible. But enemies with beams can hit us before we can hit them in some circumstances. So those are the enemies that I think I'm worried about the most. Bonies are also annoying. Perks, I think, are irrelevant. Hagalaz. Sorry, Hagalaz. Get a Spirit Heart there. We did get Mom's Key, right? Mom's Key was a good buy for us. Mostly because it immediately gave us one Spirit Heart on this room, but you know, I'm not biased just cause it's saving my run, if it needed saving to begin with. I just had a brownie fight on the daily that was like hell. So to have one that is seeming to be like extraordinarily easy, it's a breath of fresh air, I'll give you that much. Cracker Jacks, we don't want the trinket, but we do want the HP. I feel confident saying we don't want the trinket because we have what I would consider to be the best trinket in the game here. We get Lump of Coal, which I think is a nice damage boost with Brimstone, but let's be honest, at this point, we're probably sealed into a win here. Especially, like, I mean, even on this floor, this has been one of the worst floors for us in terms of item gain. What have we gotten? Brother Bobby, Rune Bag, HP, and Lump of Coal. It's a great selection of items. Like, that's probably an above-average selection all by itself. This room is like a cruel joke, and by cruel joke, I mean it completely gives us the win for free. It's not even really a cruel joke at all. It's neither cruel nor a joke. However, it basically is free Spirit Hearts. I love that room. Previously, I conceptualized that room as, incorrectly. It was if you're willing to take one damage, you can probably get that damage back. That's not the way it works. Why don't you just put a bomb on the diagonal and then walk to the other diagonal? The bomb won't have range to hit you, and, you know, Bob's your uncle, you're in a good spot. We did take Deep Pockets. Deep Pockets is okay. Especially if we're, you know, looking to hold something like a Yera rune for the entirety of the game until we get down to the chest. Awaz. Ah, we should not have used that. That was a dumb play because Awaz is like our ideal rune for getting out of boss rush at this point. But no harm, no foul. And by no harm, no foul, I mean like slight harm, slight foul. So we've actually slowed down a lot here. It's, you know, we'll call this the Cobalt Streak line. We've become so good that, like, well, let me put it this way. Imagine a graph. The speed at which you tackle a run, the speed at which you increases, you can tell I'm a smart guy. The speed at which you beat a run is proportional to your power level. However, when your power level crosses a certain threshold, it dips as you now find a good reason, a good impetus to go back and do every room. You're like, I might as well. And then you hit an absurd power level where, like Tammy's Head Brimstone level, where you just press spacebar on every room and you completely transcend that and, you know, you cross back over that Cobalt Streak threshold and you get the idea. I know there's a lot of smart people that watch these videos. If you got nothing better to do, you know, work that up in R or something like that, post it on the subreddit, you'll get like 75 upvotes. I'm not saying it's going to be the post of the year. I'm just saying if you got nothing better to do and you want to, and you can't find anything better to do, and, you know, you're not interested in, like, you know, going for a bike ride or a run or something like that, calling your mom, she would love to hear from you, etc., then sure, by all means, go for it. So we're going to hold Perthro Awaz. You'll forgive me for not doing boss rush on a very strong run, because I've been doing boss rush on every single daily that's ever existed. You know what? We don't need Krampus's head. Let's per-throw this, and we're gonna take Piggy Bank. But we're only per-throwing it because we want to take Pandora's box down to the cathedral if possible. Well, it will be possible. Unless we get, like, I don't know, maybe if we get Omega Penny, I'd take that instead. But you get the idea. We will go back for our item room, plenty of time. You know, it's my duty on this run to try to make it entertaining now that it's almost certainly a win. A full run reroll? Absolutely. Sign me up. Alges, well, that's really good. I will try to do a void fight on this floor. Or a void fight on this run, I should say. We did, I think we've done void on the last two. I might be mistaken, but I don't think I am. This run has really given me the tools to do a void floor and not, like, I can't complain about it at all. I mean, we just got Lusty Blood, and that's like, normally you'd be like, Lusty Blood, great item. Me, I'm like, Lusty Blood, throw it on the AAA items pile, right? It's not that good relative to the best items in the game, which is what we've been rolling with the entirety of the game so far. So I don't know, we may do boss rush. Let's see if we get a deal with the devil. Let's see what the boss rush items are like. No deal with the devil. Boss rush items are 8-inch nails. Let's see. Whoa. Yeah, you know, why not? There's probably, why not? Pop Alges here. There's probably some people out there who think, like, boss rush is a little boring, and sometimes I don't disagree with you. The reason I will disagree with you right now, though, is I'd like to get more items. You know, we've been knocking 9s and 10s on every single item so far. Might as well keep it up here. And Lusty Blood is just letting us get ridiculous damage. I don't know, that might have been like another Alges, actually. So we'll probably finish this pretty quickly. You should get like 2 angel items if you pop Pandora's box on, the boss rush. I mean, you should get like 3 angel items if you pop it on the Hush fight. You know, it's a big cost. It's no joke, dude. So we're gonna probably use this Alges when our next when our present Alges runs out, and then we'll take Yera and Awaz with us. So there's Alges popping there. We're gonna be out of here in no time flat anyway. I mean, we're invincible for like 90% of the fight, so no harm, no foul. We're also getting runes every like 2 bosses, or every 2 waves of bosses. That's Dagaz, I think. And we're already done. That's Yera, so we just Yera to Yera. We also Yera the blank runes. Oh, it's per throw, so we get Shade. That's Alges. We got Yera, Awaz. Ah, we didn't Yera the Yera. We just Yera the Awaz. Okay, so we use the Awaz. See, oh, it's a crawl space. With acid, baby. Dude! This run is stupid. It's so good. Almost every item has been at least good. Okay. I lost Shade because the crawl space spit us out in the boss fight. Well, you know, I was having a lot of fun on this run, but unfortunately, that irrevocably compromises my enjoyment, so I'm very sorry to tell you that actually this run is garbage. We're definitely going to make a play for our boss. I'm joking, of course. We're definitely going to make a play for our boss rush. And by boss rush, I mean Hush fight. Even though it'll cost us the chest, I like the idea of getting as many, like, consecutive Delirium runs as possible. Oh, Black Rune is so good. Black Rune is actually, like, that's Bombs Are Key again, I think. Black Rune is, like, the ideal item to take down to, well, to take into boss rush for sure, but also the ideal item to take into the Blue Womb, because you got those double item rooms, and if you don't have a per throw or a D6, a lot of those rooms, it's like, hey, do you want 10 bombs, or do you want a range upgrade? And you're like, what if I just took, like, a good stats increase instead? Especially if we got, like, Tarot Cloth or something like that. Do you think that would give us double each pedestal in terms of stat increases? It could. I will sack Black Rune if it allows us to get double Yeras, but those are the only Fuck it. Like, just get it off of the screen here. That's the only situation that I could really see here. Like, I'd rather have Black Rune than a Perthrow. Just in terms of novelty, at least at this point. Yeah, this is definitely one of those runs where it's like, you finish this run when you want to finish it. Oh, I guess we'll take Goat Head as well. Are there any more 9 or 10 out of 10 items left in the game? If so, I welcome them to the fold here. Oh, yeah, of course, there's Small Rock. Don't forget about that. I'm not complaining, by the way. Don't take this as complaining. I'm extremely pleased. Now we need Incubus and Succubus and a Guppy transformation, and we're good to go. Bad gas. We should actually make sure the last pill we used is actually a good one. That way, if we get more Verp pills, we can take advantage of them. So there's Halo, which is good, and then we actually don't love any of these. So, sadly, and it was almost like, it made me stop for a second, because it was like a foreign concept. I was like, what the hell do we do about items we don't want to pick up? Well, we don't pick them up. Sadly. Is that a Verp? Hematemesis. We basically want to take like a Tears Upgrade or a Balls of Steel. We should pick up the money. Pains me to do so, but our luck is doing really well. On Zeus, give me your answer due. I'm half schmon schmoose over my love for you. Can I get a Guppy transformation? Become hated in the nation. Something, bicycle, whatever. Alright, grab this. Little chest is free, so I like it. And we can't make it into the boss trap room. We could go to the curse room, but there will come a point at which all the spirit hearts we presently have are gonna potentially be valuable for, Ooh, feels like I'm walking on sunshine. Perks. Perks is pretty good, but perks and recreation. We need, oh, that's not the second secret room. Let me put it this way. The only thing we lack on this run, and I don't say this to make it seem like this run is worse than it is, because it's amazing, but the double Yera. Okay, well, we'll take the Black Rune into the fight, although it doesn't matter what we take into the fight. That guys. We don't have a great ability to renewably generate spirit hearts, so I do want to be somewhat cautious with my spirit hearts. Okay, we did get Succubus, as suggested. We might as well get permanent Polaroid invincibility. And then we can Black Rune the Razor. Verp? We'll take that out. Black Rune the Razor. Oh, and everything else. But that did give us a damage increase. And then we got Yera. Yera. Wait, this is... Right, we don't have Verp. We got rid of it. And we'll go fight Hush. And I think the Hush fight should be completely acceptably easy. Then we'll walk into the portal... slowly, and our job should be done for us. Man, this is like, we could get the Bob transformation potentially. Not that that's even very good, but we're closing in on it. Now, this is like the first not great item selection we've had in a while. Great selection for Black Rune, but... And here, Celtic Cross is okay. I think we'll take BFF, and then just donate as much money as we can. Sure. It's not a lot, but we did get a luck upgrade out of it. And we get Bombs of Key. Why not? Alright, so this is where we're stuck on this run. We're going to take Celtic Cross. Although, I guess with permanent Polaroid invincibility, that's basically useless. And we will take Deadbird as well. And we're just going to stand back. I don't expect this Hush fight to take all that long. Much to the surprise of nobody on planet Earth at all. Thanks to Lusty Blood, but also, like, Succubus. And also Brimstone, Bob's Brain, BFF. Basically every item we've ever picked up. We're in a pretty freaking good spot here. Now, I realize, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I actually want to go not to the Void. And it's not me being a baby, it's actually me being a slave to the zaniness. Why don't I want to go to the Void? Because Pandora's Box, I don't know what it gives us on the Void, but it gives us an angel item on the Cathedral, which is why we took it. And we got doubled Yera runes with a bunch of keys. So we really should, in the interest of creating the most powerful and hopefully entertaining run we can, we should go to the chest. Use Pandora's box in the cathedral and then double the starting room on the chest. Get 16 chests and see how our world looks after that. But we'll fight the Hush just for shits and giggles. I mean, the fight's already 80% over, so... Feeling like we're fairly well equipped to deal with the rest of it, considering we have not even really come close to taking damage over the entirety of the fight so far, so... Come on. Just pop up. There's a lot of shit on the screen right now, but I think as long as you believe you can dodge, your odds of dodging go up. I'm not going to say that if you believe you can dodge, you're definitely going to dodge. I think your odds go up, though. As soon as you look at this and go, oh, this is overwhelming, you're done. You look at it and go, you know, it's just a pattern. Then you're good to go. Anyway, we won. We're going to not go to the Void Floor. So we just fought Hush, essentially for no reason. But at least that gave us time to think about why we were going to go to Delirium. The answer was because we're dumb. So, you get Seraphim and an Eternal Heart. The Eternal Heart I don't think we want. Seraphim, though, is actually pretty good if its shots do a multiple of our damage. I talked about this, I think, the last time we had Seraphim. I can't remember if the shots do 4 times your damage or if they go like once every 4 times and do 10... Once every 4 times you shoot and then do 10 damage. Okay, so there's our Vert Pill, basically sorted for us. But we need to break the Tears cap in order to get more use out of it. It's another Tears Up, but again, the Tears Up is not worth anything for us. Because we have Guppy's Tail, I'm gonna not... With the Yara runes, dude. Well, you know what? Double Justice cards? At least paid for itself. What are these? Tears Up. I found pills. Pop, I found pills, then pop Tears Up. Doesn't give you an immediate benefit, but it does give you that as your last pill for Verp. Now, again, we need to get past the Tears cap to make that really work for us, but I also don't care because I found pills is a bad pill to be Verped, regardless. Anyway, this is going to be a win. I hope it was a reasonably entertaining win. I think, honestly, we didn't have to play well, but we did nonetheless, so... Oh, Black Rune. It's always such a good item, but sadly, double Yara is definitely the right play here. Now all we need to do is get the Omega Penny out of one of the first chests that we open on the chest. And to complete Boss Rush and Hush and possibly still beat the chest in under like 31 minutes or 32 minutes is pretty swell. So, Yara. We could technically try to go even deeper on the Yaras here, but let's not be ridiculous, you know? Plenty of like middling items so far, unfortunately. There's some okay stuff here. Sad Bombs is great. Scapular's great. Soy Milk Brimstone is zany, but not any good. Will we take it? Sure, why not? Let's get fucking weird. Backstabber, Glaucoma, Concussive Tears, which we already have. But I think you get a greater chance. Rosary. Might be closing in on Bookworm with this. Monster Manuel? No. And what was our active item? It was Pandora's Box. We'll take Zodiac. This is like a really, really weak selection of 16 items. What I will say is this is one of the best soy milks I've ever had in my entire life. We've got 5 to 7 damage with soy milk. Well, actually, our base damage is a little lower. That's after Lusty Blood impacts us. And we can tap shoot the Brimstone lasers. So number 2 with Sad Bombs that are also Brimstone Bombs. Pretty freaking swell. Soy Milk, by the way, was the wrong choice. But it's a wrong choice that's working out pretty right for us right now. Curse of the Tower, Loki's Horns. Basically, why not at this point? Yeah, this is certainly one of the best soy milks I've ever seen. I wonder if is Loki's Horn luck-based? Because if so, it's actually like kind of great right now. Either way, this run's gonna be done real quick. Real quick. We can re-roll this room if we don't like what we get. No, we can't. Alright, see you later then. Good run. We at least zaned it up at the end there a little bit. And The soy milk sad bombs combo at the end was a lot of fun. Okay, for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.